Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Azo Graphics. In this video I'll be creating this. I'll be teaching you how to recreate this particular flyer in Pixellab. Now this flyer, I saw it somewhere in Pinterest and I kind of liked it. Love the concept, the image and everything. So I think the original designer is going to be this Oluwa Busayo H House. So I'll be recreating his design. I saw it on Pinterest. We'll be recreating his design here in Pixellab. Yeah, kudos to him. And so let's just get started. So I have every of my elements here in Pixellab. So if you don't know how to bring in an element, if you just come to this plus or come to this area, this, make sure you click on this. You see import, then bring in any element of your choice. Okay, so I don't need this, I'll get rid of this. So the first thing we'll be doing is just get our image. Now I don't know the kind of man of God this picture I'll be sending. I'll definitely be sending you one. I may not use this image. Probably I would have gotten a better man of God by then. So the first thing I was come here first, increase this guy. Okay, I'm trying to look at his original design. I want to see if he kind of maybe I'll just increase it a bit. Okay, so I will lock this. So I'll copy this. Right, so I'm just trying to extend this. So I'll erase. So I'll erase this. Okay, just erase. Just want to create like an extension of the grasses there. So now it has extended a bit. So I'll create like an extension for those grasses. Okay, so okay, so all right. So I think it's kind of blending, it's kind of working, right? Now it's we'll just stick with it this way. So I'll lock this. I'll still position it right beneath this, and then this one I had to get another image that remove the background. Then this just like this one. So I'll be sending you both anyway. I'll be sending you both. So however, I will try and increase this one manually. Now try and see. Whenever you see it becomes smooth, means it has blended properly. So means it has actually blended properly. It's not appearing to be blowy. So I think now it's not blowy. So I will come back and increase the opacity. There's a slight difference, but however we'll just stick with it this way. We don't want to extend the video. Then we'll lock it. So this tone, I'll come here, change the color to black. I'll just come here to black. It is black. So I'll click on this guy here. I just click on this plus and just position it somewhere here. So it's going to make it a bit dark, right? So it's going to make it a bit darker. So we'll just come here, increase it here. So you can just come your choice, make it increase it like this. So 2 stones, right? If you, in case you don't want 2 stones, you want many stones, so you can just come here, just copy this, zoom this, copy this. I'll just try and flip it this time. Zoom this. All right. Okay, so I will lock this. Okay, now for my man of God. So my man of God, I'll just come here and come to color filter. Maybe I'll desaturate it a bit. I'll desaturate it. Then I will increase the contrast. Then I will reduce the brightness. So I think I'll just decrease the saturation to about -30. Then the brightness, I want to make it too dark. Then the contrast should be somewhat around 20 somewhere. So let's see. So I'm just considering the, okay, let's position it this way. So I'll position it this way. Okay, so this is our man of God. Just because he's dressed corporate, that's how I'm using his image. Oh, let me just reduce it a bit. Okay, cool. Now I have my man of God. Now let's look at this. Okay, we are there. We're almost there. So the next thing, I'll click on plus, come to draw. Oh, sorry. Increase the brush. Increase the pen size. Then just you may color it dark, or come here to plus, come to this. Click on that area anyway. May still darken it a bit. Then just sorry. So we just draw this, right? Draw it like this. Then we just use it like this. Then we just draw it like this. Just increase it. We draw it so it will just be a bit blur. Okay, so we may reduce the opacity. Okay, we may reduce the opacity. Okay, cool. Now we are done with our design. So the next thing is just start bringing in text, different text. So I think I could still reduce the opacity. Okay. All right, so now we have this. So let's see. Let's just reduce the opacity again. Let's reduce it to -50. So yeah, I think it's kind of okay. So now the next thing we'll be doing is bringing our text. So I'm just going to type, okay, what's the name of the theme of the program? Laboring with grace. Laboring with grace. So I'm first going to bring in a text for my grace. So remember the so I'll come here and add padding to it. Maybe I'll just add 5. Okay, then I'll change the font to Old London. The font to Old English. Sorry, Old English. Old English. So I will come here, the spacing, and give it a bit of spacing. Now let's look at this. Okay, now I think it's okay. So I'll just come here and funny enough, I haven't recreated this design before, but I know the font. I haven't recreated before. I just know the font is Old English. Okay, so okay, cool. Now this is where I guess the problem is gonna come from, because I'm seeing a bit of, oh, not this image. I want to bring this image down. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Now we have this. The next one is this one again. We just try and adjust this. You know, remember we brought it. Okay, cool. Now I'll now lock. So my text, I may choose to reduce the size a bit, laboring with grace. So look at, so I don't think the line spacing I actually put is, the line spacing is necessary. So I'll position it to the back of this man here. So we'll stick with this. Now I'm still looking at space, and I'm looking at space. I think the original designer actually made some adjustments in Photoshop in the design. So we'll just stick with it this way. We'll stick it this way, laboring in with grace. So we'll just bring in laboring with, so change the color, so we use the same one. All right, so I'll be making use of a particular typeface I'm quite familiar with, Montserrat, which is let me use my, I may choose to use my semi-bold. I'll stick with that, my regular, that's kind of strong. I have this my regular, that's, yeah, this one, laboring with. Then I'll come to, okay, cool. Okay, I have this here now, laboring with, so we're actually using a quite different typeface from him, but however Montserrat will still suffice. So laboring with grace. Then Colossians 1:29. So let me just put mine in full. Colossians 1:29. Okay, this will do. So we'll just look for a way and kind of just play with our text. You can see ours it's kind of similar. So then the time and the date. So I'll bring this here. Now please lock your element when you're done. Lock your element when you're done. So lead pastor. Lead pastor. Okay, let's move Mamodu Benga. Okay, cool. So this is what we're gonna do here. Okay, cool. So we'll still use this color. We'll just click on plus. Then I will just maybe make a kind of brighter one. something a bit bright. Okay, cool. We'll make this here. Then they'll use white for this one. Okay, cool. So we have it. We'll leave it like this. So I may not be using the exact color it made use of, but I think this is quite okay. So this is quite okay. So I'll just reduce this, then 16. Okay, cool. This is cool. So I'll come here. Okay, cool. This is we have that. Okay, I'll come here and I'll click on this. Okay, cool. Now, so I will copy this. Okay, dates. Okay, Sunday. One. Okay, 2024. Okay, so for this color we'll make this the white, then 24, let's make it this. Great. So we'll duplicate this. So I'm just going to cut the video and speed this the text and everything up, but that's the same format we'll be making use of. So I'll be considering reducing the size of this my grace anyway. I think it's gonna work like this. Reducing it will work. Okay, so my laboring, so I think I'll position it somewhere here. So I think that partnership will work there if I'm just going to position it this way. Just remember, you're using, since you're using there, I'm using this kind of alignment for it. So okay, so I think for here the original designer did made it bold, so I'll come here and highlight this side, come here and make it Montserrat's bold. So it's going to highlight the bold part. So it's either we change it to a different color or you just make it align here. But the original designer, you can see it made these 3 bold here. But however, I don't think it's necessary for me. So if you just want to do that, want to follow his steps, you can just come here and just highlight it like that, make it bold. You'll see the 3 is going to be kind of different and shouty. So but since I'm already changing the color, so I don't think it's necessary for me, so I'll just stick with this one the way it is. So I'm just going to stick the way it is. Then the name of the church, the ministry, the name of the ministry is let me just come to my gallery and look for a logo. Let's see. Logo. So let's see. Okay, stretch. Let's use this. So I'll try and get rid of the white part. So I'll just click on this. So it's gonna get rid of it. So change the color, come to this, then I'll change it to this, then just use this. So because I'm making it very small, so the name of the ministry on the logo is of no use. So then I'll just come here and maybe stretch assembly. Let's look at it. Okay, let's just use stretch assembly. Okay, I'll make use of this like this. So and okay, so we have this. So I'm going to reduce the size. All right, so I am going to bring this grace down a bit. So laboring with grace, my grace is kind of not visible just because of that logo. So you know what, so let me get rid of this for partnership, just because of the visible of the text and the the logo, the grace. Let me just make use of the grace. So let me just merge this. I don't want to start moving something together, so I'll just position it this place somewhere around here. So I will just stick with it this way. Just move the stretch assembly to the. So we are done. So then I'll just come here and I'll just save as ultra. So I may not save in ultra. I may just choose to save in as my. Then let me just save the changes. All right. So if you look at my grace, it's not as big as this, but we will just stick with this. We'll lead this way. So then the lens flare is not yet there. So I'll just take this to PS Touch. I'll take this to PS Touch. So you can use any application for it, but I'll take this to PS Touch. Then once I've bring it, I'll just click on this plus, click on photo library, then I'll click on AI gallery. Then that's my gallery anyway. So I'll just come to my Pixellab. I'll try and locate my Pixellab. So I'll just load this in. So this is where I'll now come to plus, click on plus, photo layer, photo library. So I'll come to AI gallery. Then I'll come to my download. I'll try and locate a lens flare that I have. I have so many, but the exact one that I need, let me just see. I'll just have to pause this video somewhere. This is it. So it's going to take a while. Then we increase the lens flare, the size, we position it somewhere around there. Then we'll just leave it this way. Then I'll come here, come to this area, change the blend mode to screen. So then I'll come to this area, bring on transform. So I'm just going to position it here. Then I'll just stretch my hand. So the lens flare is just going to add like direction. I'll put it here. You know, it's right beneath the wood, the rod on the mount on Moses' hand. That's Moses. So we will just so we will leave this like this and this. So we have this. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'll click on done, come to save. So then I'll click on this area, come to save in gallery. Now I'll click the image I want to save. Then I'll click on OK. Okay, so we have this. So it is saved. Then I'll come to Photoshop. Then I'll click on the image, this one that we just finished saving. Then I'll come to this, come to it. So this is the HSL slide I wanted to make use of. So then I will just maybe add a bit of saturation there. Then okay, those colors, okay, these are oranges. Then those are oranges. But however, I'm seeing like a mistake there. Now the mistake I said I'm seeing here, I think it's also reflecting in this guy's design. It's just like you put the pastor there, you just put the man there. However, that's how he created his design. So you can see I'm just trying to adjust it with his own the color grade. I'm trying to color grade it like the way he did his own. Okay, cool. So then I will just stick with it this way. Then I will now come to the adjustments. Then I will sharpen it. maybe about 25. Come to clarity, then the A's. Remove some of the A's. Okay, so let's add a bit of contrast. You see, I think the minister's face is kind of getting darker and darker and darker. So I'll just stick with this. I need to add the vibrance. Yeah, should it? Is it necessary? So this is before and this is after. So I'm now come here to subject. Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm now come here and click on this. Come to this one on its own. So this is the subject. Okay, it's taking a while. It's taking a while. Okay. Okay, so now selected the subject. I just increase the kind of the highlights, the shadows, because of his face. I want it to be visible, those dark areas on his face. I want it to be visible. Okay, cool. So I think it's now a bit visible. Now let me make it 24, 21. Like it's kind of visible. Now let me go back to selection tool and come to 24, 21. Like it's kind of visible. Now let me go back to selection tool and come to full. So this is before, this is after. So I'll click on next. Okay, then make sure this is none. This is not for PS Express. Make sure you're selecting none, so you don't have any watermark there. Then you come to save to gallery when it's processing, but you click on save to gallery. Alright, so that is all for this tutorial. So we created this design using our smartphone, and when you look at it, let me just come to my file manager. So this is the one I created with my phone. This is the one that was created with Photoshop. Look at the Photoshop. Look at the difference. It's beautiful, right? It's almost the same thing. It's almost the same thing. It's almost the same thing. Alright, so that's all for this video. We'll see in the next one. Okay, a quick one. Should in case you want to do a bit of correction, just for the alignment, you just come to this grid, you click on this one, then you click on this ring and you drag it to this place. Okay, then you click it back, so you come to this place, you click on this, click on this, then click on time fellowship, and then you click on this one, then click on this, then just move your hand, so you can see there it is evenly aligned. You click on this, so you can see it is well aligned, so you can just go ahead with your design.